Hello, I am Bhagyashree. The title of my project is Bridging the Gap Restoration of Riparian Edge. The studio brief is to identify an issue, conduct research, and propose a mitigation for the same. The site I have chosen is part of tributary river edge in Wakad, a western suburb of Pune city in India. Pune, being an IT and automotive hub, has witnessed rapid urbanization and population growth. The site is 800-meter river edge and the first point where the tributary enters urban fabric. It is a part of semi-urban settlement and is surrounded by agrarian landscape, a crematorium and a temple. The prominent issues that I have observed during my site visit to the river are river pollution that is being caused by outflows of domestic sewage, agricultural runoff and temple waste into river. The river has started becoming drainage for semi-urban population of about 1 lakh. Flooding every 2 to 3 years. The last major flood was in 2019. As the river edge is abandoned, it is being used as dumping ground for garbage and construction waste, as well as illegal mining. The first step was to map the physical aspect like access points, crematorium, sewage outflows and barrage that are making direct and indirect impact on the site. The next step was to understand the existing condition based on vegetation and the level of deterioration of the river edge. I classified them into 3 categories: poor condition, partially damaged and comparatively in good state. To analyze the human-river edge interaction, I used observational techniques, conducted interviews. I created framework based on 2 aspects. First, recording the time of human activities. Second, understanding the intensity, the frequency and the impact of each activity. Based on this, I tried to arrive at actions that one could take. I also looked at the water edge map to identify the water expanse and possible interventions. Based upon the entire site analysis, I decided that restoration of riparian edge is the key solution to address the issues at the site. I have used the Riparian Quality Index method to create the zoning for the mitigation proposal. Here I refine the zones beyond visual observations and use them as basis of my design. My intent here is not only restore ecology but also to re-establish the importance of river and river edge for its user. This is the proposed master plan. There are 3 significant elements of design strategy. 1 is to add missing layers of riparian edge. The width of the riparian edge is proposed till the blue line of the floodplains. The width of the submergent and emergent layers have been decided keeping in mind the river line during the different seasons. I propose recontouring and embankment with bioengineering methods wherever required. The second point is to create room for the river during the monsoon season. I propose a stocking pond that will give space for river to expand during the monsoon season while giving the room for people to use during summer season. The third element is to improve user interaction with the river's edge. I propose pedestrian walkways, pause points and viewing decks that will allow user to experience and appreciate different ecosystems along the river edge. Let me take you through blow-up part plans. I propose the access road and the sewage outlet to be pushed away from the blue line towards the north. This will give more space for the wetland development. I have created walking trails that meanders through the wetlands. I also propose to relocate crematorium and push it towards the north and use the space to re-establish the lost river embankment at this point. The second part plan shows the proposed floating wetlands to improve the water quality. I have also created the opening for the water to flow into the planned stocking pond. The third part plan shows the pond as a recreational point during other than monsoon seasons. The pathway which run along the pond which will give interesting views of the river with the setting sun in its backdrop in the west. To sum it up, if I was to describe the genius loci of my site in a single word, it would be wilderness.